Welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be testing this huge open frame laser from iKier, the K40 Max. Apart from the absolutely humongous size, it does offer a very unique feature in the laser head that I've not seen in any other lasers before. So check out the video. Now, before you actually put this beast to use and start making your projects, well, we need to put it together. Now, this is everything that you do get in the box, and as you can see, it's a fair lot. So let's put this bad boy together and see how easy or hard it is. Now, to be honest, putting this machine together is not hard at all. It's more or less like any other open frame machines. However, it is definitely much larger than its competitors. So you need to figure out your workstation. Will it be able to handle such size? However, all the assembly steps are very well explained in the manual. This machine does have some really unique features, taking it apart from its competitors. First of all, the sheer size. The maximum engraving size is 850 by 800 millimeters. You can really tackle some massive projects here. This machine also gives you autofocus. Of course, you can do manual focus of your laser module, but autofocus is present here as well, which makes the whole operation a lot smoother and easier. And there is a really cool feature that I'm going to show you in just a few seconds. And it took me probably just around 30 minutes to get everything sorted. But I really want to show you that fantastic feature that this machine has that will save you a ton of money. Check this out. Now, as you can see, the module itself is absolutely huge. Just on the side here, you do have a switch, and you can switch between 24 watts and 48 watts. It's like you've got two laser modules in one body. And when you do switch between the power settings, the laser dot size will change as well. So for the 20 watt version, the spot size will be 0.08 by 0.1. That size is absolutely perfect for engraving high quality images with absolutely fantastic precision. And yes, when you switch over to the 48 watt setting, then the dot size will increase to 0.1 by 0.15. That is perfect for actually cutting things out. And it doesn't mean just cutting thicker materials, but it will also allow you to cut faster because of the power it does have. I think this combination is absolutely perfect, and actually it does save you a lot of money, as usually you would have to buy another laser module to get the same outcome. And I think you're going to be surprised, as this machine will cost you around 850 euros or $850, depending on the offers you can find on iKier's website. So as you can see, on paper, it seems to be a fantastic deal. But actually, let's test this beast out and see if it's worth it. The testing we're gonna do is the testing I always do for new machines. Mainly, we'll have a look at the engraving performance and cutting performance. And yes, I'm using Lightburn to operate this machine. However, we need to do this test and the cutting test in two versions. First of all, for the lower power setting, and then for the higher power setting. But before we're gonna start doing the test, there's one more thing we need to do. If you ever owned a machine of this type, you know that you need to focus your laser module. And to do that, well, usually you do get some sort of a bar, for example, like this one, and you have to do it manually. But this machine offers you one more very cool feature. Check this out. Make sure that your module is over the material you're going to be working on, and then simply press the focus button that's located at the front of the machine. And there you have it, the machine is ready to go. How quick and simple was that? Hey, let's start testing. Now, when it comes to the maximum speed of this machine, we do have 600 millimeters per second. However, for this particular test, we're gonna go right up to 25,000 millimeters per minute, going from 20% to 100% of power. And now let's change the setting for the higher wattage. And there's one more thing I'm going to change, the text itself. It seems that the module is very powerful, so I'm just going to reduce the power on that so I don't have too much burning here. Overall performance, I have to say, it is very good. But you can clearly see that the 48 version, it's much darker, especially in the lower range as well, okay? So what that means, if you don't want too much detail in your engraving, but you want to have a fast engraving, then definitely you're going to choose the 48 watt setting. As you can see, much darker than on the 20 watts. However, if you do want to have more detail to your engraving, well, I think this will be the option. But actually, let's check out the quality engraving with the same settings and speeds between both of those power settings. And I think straight away we can see that the right hand side is much darker, especially around the face. Okay, you can see the shadows are much darker, but overall performance and the quality of engraving in both cases, it's actually very, very good. There's so much detail here. Absolutely fantastic results, guys. So that's the results of engraving photos with two different power outputs. Let's do the cutting tests now. The plywood I'm using is 4mm in thickness. Right, and let's have a look at the results. And I think, look at that. That is not bad at all. Oh, there we go. That's it. I'm not going to be able to pop out anymore. So we can clearly see the 48 is delivering far more power, and you are able to cut 4mm plywood at 400mm per minute, even at 80% power. And from up close, hopefully you can see it, they're very nice and clean cuts. And that's because this laser does have one more very cool feature. Mainly it does come with air assist. Okay, you've got your pump here. You can actually dial in how much air volume you want to use, but it works automatically through the software. It's fully connected to the laser itself, so you don't have to mess around with it. You can simply set everything up in the software and the air pump will work automatically, giving you nice clean cuts. And that's one of the features or accessories I always will recommend to everybody. It's absolutely essential if you want to cut things out, as it will deliver you far better quality. On some occasions it's actually quite helpful when engraving. However, then you need to reduce the amount of airflow. And in this case, that comes in the set. It's not an extra accessory that you need to pay for. Now there's one more thing I want to talk you through. Mainly I want to tell you about the screen that also comes in the set. So if you press the engrave, you can access the USB storage stick. So if you do have any of your projects here, you can just select your project and just carry on using your screen rather than a laptop or a PC. On top of it, you do have some settings. It does come with things like tilt detection, flame detection, of course the autofocus, you can switch that on and off. You've got resume engraving, you can enable that if you want to. Positioning mode, you can use the blue light from the laser or actually the red cross that's also on the unit itself. And the cross light always is on. I've selected that as well. And then you do have the about section here. As we can see, the machine is very capable. The laser modules switching between power settings, that works absolutely great, and it does have its usage. However, what about real life projects and how it will tackle different types of materials? If you're doing some decorative stuff or maybe signs for companies, you want this machine to be able to tackle different materials, different thicknesses, and everything in between. So for example, let's go with a simple project. I've got a 9mm MDF board. Usually that material is used to, well, create some sort of a banner or a decorative element from which you create different types of layers. So for me, that will be the base layer. Now very quickly, I'm just going to show you the project we're going to be tackling. It's a fire station, fire department plaque. So we've got the base over here, which we're going to be cutting out of the MDF, and I'm going to paint this with some spray paint. Then we've got the top layer here that will be cut out from HDF in white. Okay, so that's going to be the background. These letters will be cut out, so we're going to see the background. Then we do have the fire hydrant. Now I'm going to leave it here just so I know the placement on all the pieces, as I'm actually going to be cutting this out from some acrylic, same as this text just below here. The orange decorative pieces, these will be engraved onto the white HDF. And there you have it, 9mm MDF cut with no issues at all. Nice, beautiful, clean cut. I think this is a perfect project to show the capabilities of this machine rather than just normal plain tests. I think it does show what this machine can really do. And again, with all that power, we managed to cut it with no issues whatsoever. Now, let's cut out the acrylics. Right, there we have it. Our acrylic fire hydrant is now cut out. And just check this out. This is not a full color. It's actually semi-transparent acrylic, and it managed to cut it with no issues at all. And check this out. Even on a glossy surface, the black acrylic, we managed to cut these out. Just need to remove them as they are very tight, but it managed to cut it through, no issues. Before I'm going to start putting the plaque together, the base, as I said, I'm just going to spray paint it in blue. Now to put this plaque together, the acrylic pieces, the letters themselves, I'm just using some CA glue, okay? It's just the best way, quite easy and simple, and the CA holds really, really well projects like these. I'm just going to fill in all the pieces that need to go inside, and our plaque will be ready. And just check that out. Our plaque for the fire department is now ready. We've got different types of materials. We've got acrylic text, acrylic inlays for the fire hydrant. We've got painted HDF material. We've got normal MDF as well, 9mm in thickness, and this machine managed to cut everything out absolutely to a fantastic standard. And most importantly, thanks to the sheer size of this machine, you can make this absolutely huge. Perfect for a product for your potential customers. As we are on the topic of business owners, there is one very cool thing that you can make with this machine. You can make it for your own business or actually sell to other businesses. A keychain. But hold on, it's not a normal, simple and not very interesting keychain. In this case, we're actually going to use NFC technology inside of it, and I'm going to show you a very cool trick in a second. And the back of it will be cut out with the laser from artificial leather as well. Check this out. Okay, so this is the design of our keychain. That's the back, that's the leather piece. So we're going to be cutting that out, and the middle, I'm actually going to engrave that. This is also the back piece of the plywood. That circle there, this is the place where the NFC tag will go. And the tag itself, it's only 1mm in thickness. So I'm going to remove this area, about 1mm of the plywood itself, with the laser. Then that's the top. Casual DIY, subscribe. We're going to engrave that and cut this out from plywood. Before you're going to start making this project, make sure you tape the plywood or whatever material you're going to use down to the workstation, okay? So it doesn't move on you, and I'll show you why in just a second. Now, before you're actually going to remove this from its place, use your calipers to measure if you manage to engrave or remove enough material with your laser. We are looking for at least 1mm, and in my case it's 1.5mm, so that's enough for the tag to actually go inside of that circle, which I can show you right now. Goes just in there. Now what we need to do is to carefully remove this, okay? So grab yourself some sort of a tape. I think that's just the easiest way to get this done, and we're gonna flip it upside down, and now we can simply engrave our text on. That's our keychain, ready for the NFC card, but now we're going to create a back so it covers everything out. And for that I'm going to be using this really nice artificial leather. It's about 1mm in thickness. And check that out, absolutely beautiful engraving and cut out as well. Nice clean edges, no overburn, no nothing. Absolutely brilliant. And now let's put this keychain together. So again, CA glue is absolutely fine for this purpose. NFC tag goes inside, and now a bit of CA for the leather. And in this simple way you've got a fantastic looking keychain with a logo, a message or anything else for your business, or maybe for business of your customers. On the other side we do have the NFC logo, which means when you grab your phone, put against our tag, it will take you to the link that's saved on this keychain. In my case, well, it's my YouTube channel with all those fantastic videos. But of course you can put any information on the NFC tags, different types of URLs, and there's really so many options you can do with this technology. Absolutely brilliant keychain. As you can see, this machine really does give you a lot of abilities, but then you may ask the question, well, how about other materials, for example slate? And the answer is yes, of course it will engrave slate. In this case I'm going at 90% power, 12,000 millimeters per second, and as you can see the outcome is absolutely phenomenal. How about those metal business cards? Can it engrave that? And as you probably guessed it, it will with no issues, to a very, very high standard as well. How about these metal tags coated in some beautiful colors? Well, let's have a look. And yes, of course, it will deliver on the quality here as well. I think we can safely establish it will engrave most of the items you want. However, how about the cutting capacity with the 48 watts power setting? Well, I've got this 21mm thick point board. Let's see how many passes it will need to cut through that. The settings here are 100% power and 100mm per minute. Okay, I think that actually worked. Okay, 3 passes. Let's just have a look. Yeah, it went through. So as you can see, in the wood we do have a knot. That's why it had some difficulties in getting through that. But overall, with 3 passes it went through, and no overburn, no nothing. Very nice and clean cut. Hopefully, as you've seen on the video, the iKier K40 Max is definitely a fantastic machine and very capable. The dual power setting on the module is absolutely fantastic. If you want engraving quality, just set it up to the lower power and you're gonna have a smaller laser dot. However, if you need a higher cutting capacity or just cut faster, simply switch it to the higher wattage output and Bob's your uncle. Absolutely brilliant feature that I have not seen in any machine before. However, where this machine will shine is those massive huge projects that no other machines can tackle, or batch producing on a really industrial scale here, guys. So it's absolutely perfect for small business owners. If you want to learn a little bit more about this machine, I'm going to drop some links down below in the description of this video and in the pinned comment, so you can go and have a look, check it out. And over there you will be able to learn about all the features that this laser has. Now at this point I just wanted to say a massive thank you to my Patreons for the ongoing support. And before you go, check out these 2 cool playlists, plenty of great videos to watch there. For today that's all, take care.